All right, it's time for an update on Hurricane Helene. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith. This is a major hurricane, not just from the category perspective, but from the size perspective. It is a monster. It is very, very large. It is a Category 4 storm and is very close to making landfall in Apalachee Bay in the northeast section of the Gulf of Mexico here tonight. And looking at it as we check it according to the forecast track from the National Hurricane Center, it's going to be a little east, it looks like, of the center of the track, which is going to bring it in a little closer to the Steinhatchee River area. And it's going to be just up from Cedar Key where it should come ashore. It's going to be much more over on the east side of the Big Bend than the west side of the Big Bend over towards St. George's Island. And the edge of the eye wall is actually touching the coast right now. And the wind field is huge. We see tropical storm force winds from Naples, Florida to Cape Canaveral all the way up into the Georgia coast. And you can see it's just a huge wind field. Tropical storm force winds about 300 miles from the center. The hurricane force wind field is starting to move in now. It is hitting a very sparsely populated portion of the Florida coast, though. Keaton Beach, Horseshoe Beach, Salt Creek, just little small fishing communities, really. And then it will cross I-10 just to the east of Tallahassee. It still could bring some damage to Tallahassee, but the further east you go, more over towards Monticello and then into southern Georgia, it still could be a significant hurricane, possibly a Category 2 storm in the early morning hours near Atlanta. And it will be moving up into Atlanta as either a hurricane or a high-end tropical storm first thing on your Friday morning. So this is the fast forward speed is going to bring hurricane force winds to places that don't usually see them, and the tree damage is going to be extreme. And also some structural damage. Now, the potential for surge is there too. Obviously, we're on the drier side of it. Here you see the brown stuff. That's why it's not raining in Mobile and in Pensacola right now. The latest as of 8 o'clock, 140-mile-per-hour Category 4, pressure 941. It's moving north-northeast at 24. We've got it in southern Georgia by 2 a.m. still as a hurricane, then as a tropical storm up through Atlanta, and finally weakening by tomorrow evening in eastern Tennessee as it merges with a non-tropical low pressure area. And you can see the models kind of take it up there and just kind of spin it out. So it could create a lot of flooding rains for the Appalachians, the foothills, the Georgia Piedmont, South Carolina. There are going to be widespread impacts because it's such a large system. Storm surge values could reach 15 to 20 feet in some places here in the Big Bend region. There are not, once you get past Dog Island, there are really not any beach houses or any substantial development in this part of the coast until you get all the way back over to the south down around Cedar Key, where you do have a community there. But it's not like the beaches in Destin and Panama City and Pensacola. Still, though, there are some areas that are going to see extreme storm surge, and we are expected to see this thing crossing Interstate 10 up near Tallahassee as it pushes inland. So that's the latest on Helene. We'll have full coverage on Fox 10 News tonight, and again tomorrow morning. You can check out more coverage on the storm as it's making its way into the inland parts of the southeastern United States with meteorologist Nicholas Urbosa. Thanks for joining us.